She has no idea that we're here. Oh my goodness. You got the best husband in the whole wide world.
Got to go.
I know, right?
Hey! Oh! There's just something about being surrounded by God's presence, good friends, and intentional moments of prayer that makes healing possible, okay? Around my birthday, the husband surprised me with a cabin trip, bringing together a group of my girlfriends that I love, and I did not know how much this trip would shift something deep inside me, something that I thought I already had healed from before, okay? And I'm talking about past relationship wounds. Yes, you probably have some too. The ones that linger, that make you question yourself, that sometimes close you off from true God-ordained friendships. But in this moment, surrounded by the women of faith, God revealed something powerful to me. Healing doesn't just come from time passing by. It honestly comes from His love and the right people. As I sat with these amazing women, I realized something. I had my walls up. Walls that I built at their past friendships that left me feeling rejected, misunderstood, or betrayed. Sometimes when we've been hurt before, we convince ourselves that we have to do life alone, that we're better off keeping people at a distance because we can't trust anymore. But that's not true healing. That's self-protection. Healing happens when we let God into those wounds, when we stop holding on to pain as an identity and start seeing ourselves through God's love. Maybe you're watching this and you've lost friendships that once felt irreplaceable. I know I have too. You've had people walk out of your life, sis, without any explanation. You've probably even questioned if you were the problem, if you weren't enough to keep them around. But let me tell you this. God never removes people to leave you empty, okay? He removes them to make space for what He has for you. So not every friendship is meant to last forever. And one closed door opens room for the right women of God to walk into your life. Remember that. People who will pour into you, pray with you, and grow alongside you. So it's not about a loss, sis. It's about alignment. So trust that God knows who belongs in your life. And here's the thing. Just because someone is no longer in your life, it doesn't mean you have to carry bitterness or resentment. Sometimes we think we have to get this closure just to be able to move on. We want an explanation, an apology, a moment that makes sense of it all. But the truth is, sis, you don't always get the closure from people. You get closure from God. And so one of the most powerful things that you can do is pray for them anyways. There's no love lost when you choose forgiveness over resentment, believe me. One of the hardest things to accept is that some friendships aren't broken, they're just outgrown. Growth doesn't mean abandonment, it means change. You may not relate the same way, your values may have shifted, or God may be calling you into a different season. Don't confuse elevation with isolation. Sometimes God is pulling you away from certain friendships to prepare you for something greater. It's not rejection, sis, it's redirection. For so long, I confused having boundaries with having walls. I thought that protecting myself meant keeping people out completely. But God showed me that having boundaries doesn't mean blocking love. It means making room for the right kind of love. Boundaries protect the friendships that God has for you. They help you steward your heart well so that when the right people enter your life, they aren't paying for the pain that others caused. This trip reminded me that God's love flows through the people He places in your life. Sitting in that cabin, baby, praying, laughing, and just being vulnerable, I felt true sisterhood in a way that I never have before. And I realized that healing from past relationships and like friendships, it isn't about letting go, y'all. It's about embracing the new. So God doesn't just heal wounds, He restores joy. So remember, He rebuilds trust and He gives you the community. If you are struggling with past wounds, if you've been hurt in friendships and don't know how to move forward, I want to encourage you with these 3 things. 1, ask God to show you the friendships He has for you. 2, pray for the people who have exited your life. And 3, allow yourself to heal, sis, but don't build up that wall to block out love. Yes, that's right, okay? The friendships that are right for you will feel like God's love in human form. I'm telling you, sisterhood is real. And when you walk with the right people, you don't have to heal alone. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of real friendships. And you are worthy of God's best. So tag a woman in the comments who have poured into your life and let them know how much you appreciate and love them.